It's very cold outside this morning. An alert day is in effect, and even this afternoon, it's going to remain quite cold. So what are the temperatures at? I'll have an update coming up.
Also, more key evidence in the Chandler-Halderson trial, what prosecutors are using to establish a motive.
And a body found in the back of a car during an arrest in Cambridge. The details behind the crime.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning here on a Thursday. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Leah Lynch. You had to double check the day, didn't you?
I know. Typical Chris, forgetting what day it is.
That was me earlier. Well, hey, it is an alert day. We know that for sure. Temperatures in the negative double digits, wind chills rather. Austin Kopnitsky has all of the details in his certified most accurate forecast. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning. And I mean, hey, you nailed it right there. We need to drive home that point this morning. It is just very bitterly cold outside, and you're going to need every single layer you pretty much have at home to stay warm outdoors. Bitterly cold all the way through early Friday morning. By the afternoon on Friday, a little bit of recovery. We're going to see those teens returning, but a few snow showers Saturday, maybe some flurries on Sunday morning, and our best shot at accumulation, I would say right now, looks to be on Monday. Still some lighter amounts expected, unfortunately, for snow lovers, but our Doppler track is keeping us completely dry. We're going to see mostly sunny skies for today, so we're really just not going to talk about this radar too much. We're going to talk a lot about the temperatures, however. It's 1 below right now in Madison, 4 below in Wisconsin Dells and Wautoma, 7 below in Black River Falls, so it is quite cold out there, and this isn't even throwing in the wind speeds. Now, they're not too strong, 5 to 10 miles per hour, but that's really bringing down our wind chills. Now, I want you to take note of a few spots. Mineral Point and Boscobel, both currently seeing calm winds, so their wind chills, well, they stand out here. It feels like it's 0 in Mineral Point, feels like it's 5 below in Boscobel, but pretty much everywhere else where there is a breeze, well, it feels like it's between 10 and 20 degrees below 0. Very cold, but it's not going to get much better by this afternoon. Temperatures will rise into the upper single digits. Wind chills will not. It's still going to stay quite cold overhead. This is our wind chills for this morning, wind chills for the afternoon. Still staying right around 0 or below. Temperatures only rising to about 9 degrees, and with that breeze continuing, it is going to remain very cold all day. But then by the time we reach tomorrow morning, even though the air temperatures are expected to be a few degrees colder than today, that doesn't mean our wind chills are going to be. We're actually going to see very calm winds for tomorrow. So what that really does for us is it doesn't bring down those wind chills as bad as they are here for today. But tomorrow, oh, it's still going to be cold out there in the morning. Wind chill advisories in effect until noon for today, so this will expire a little bit later on. It's going to be pretty close to see whether we're going to see that get reissued here for later on tonight and into tomorrow morning. But for right now, we have that alert day for today. Again, that high of only 9 degrees. Wind chills staying below 0 for the rest of the day. And that extended forecast does include those few snow chances. Saturday in the morning, we're expecting a few snow showers. Very light accumulation is possible here right now. The latest models showing just about a dusting or so here and there. Other than that, we're just going to stay quite cold throughout this forecast. Our best shot at seeing accumulation right now, it does look to be Monday with that next clipper making its way through. It also brings slightly warmer temperatures for about a day before it cools right back down after.
I know we're really focused, again, on the alert day today, but you're thinking bigger snow chances Monday than Saturday?
I am thinking so. Yeah, a better chance to see accumulation, but just with the nature of these storms that are moving through, we can only really pick up so much snowfall with these clippers, and with how cold it is, I'd say the max we could possibly see on Monday is only about 1 to 3 inches.
Gotcha. All right, Austin, thank you very much. To our other top story this morning, the prosecution still presenting its case today in Chandler-Halderson's murder trial.
They have intentions of resting sometime this week. Yesterday, though, was a big day. They began the day by chipping away at Halderson's story about going to Madison College and verifying none of the people Chandler said worked there existed. They showed the court a series of email exchanges between Chandler, his father, and Chandler's supposed school advisors. The advisors' email accounts created by Chandler himself back in 2020. Based on email records, investigators found the advisors didn't advise any other students. The emails also contained several spelling errors. It was discovered the accounts were created through the same IP address as the Halderson's Wi-Fi. Some of the accounts used Chandler's birthday as the password. School records showed Halderson was not enrolled in the school spring or summer of 2021. The trial should get back underway this morning shortly before 9 o'clock. You can stream it on our YouTube channel, or you can go to the Halderson trial page at channel3000.com. There you can also find all of our coverage of the trial. In Cambridge this morning, a gruesome discovery in the back of a car. Police say a body found inside of a vehicle is believed to be connected to a deadly Milwaukee shooting.
Milwaukee police say the victim, a 34-year-old man from Kaukauna, was shot on January 17th. His death was ruled a homicide. Dane County deputies found his body inside of a vehicle Monday night in Cambridge. The driver, a Heartland woman, was arrested after police say she pulled a gun on them. The body was found during a search of her car. Milwaukee PD is the lead in this investigation. Take a look at this. UW-Madison responding this morning to a viral TikTok that shows a Badger fan getting ejected from the basketball game against Northwestern Tuesday night. The TikTok shows the fan flipping off the student section and making racist gestures before being escorted from the building. In a tweet from the school's official Twitter page, the university responds saying they are deeply disturbed by the behavior and find it disgusting. The tweet reads, quote, "This is no representation of what it means to be a Badger." The university also applauded Northwestern staff for removing the fan from the game.
To January 6th news now, the U.S. Supreme Court is allowing the release of presidential documents sought by the House committee investigating the January 6th insurrection. Yesterday, the justices rejected a bid by former President Donald Trump to withhold the documents from the committee. They include presidential diaries, visitor logs, speech drafts, and handwritten notes.
We're also seeing new visuals tonight in the seditious conspiracy case against members of the far-right group, the Oath Keepers. Yesterday, the Justice Department released these images from security cameras at a Virginia hotel. Prosecutors say they were taken ahead of the January 6th Capitol attack. They show members of the extremist group wheeling bins and bags into a hotel room. According to the DOJ, the bins contained weapons, ammunition, other supplies for the group's quick reaction force. 6:06 now. Today marks President Biden's one-year anniversary in the Oval Office.
Last night, Senate Republicans handed the president a setback by once again blocking his voting rights legislation. With no Republicans in support of the bill, it failed to get the necessary bipartisan support to move forward. In a separate vote last night, the Senate also failed to approve changing the filibuster rules. It comes amid low approval ratings over the president's handling of the pandemic and record inflation, while his administration also faces legislative gridlock in Congress. Biden says COVID-19 continues to be his top priority.
Omicron has now been challenging us in a way that it's the new enemy. But while it's cause for concern, it's not cause for panic.
The latest CBS News poll gave Biden low marks on his handling of the pandemic, and a majority of respondents said he is not focusing enough on the economy and inflation.
We've seen record job creation, record economic growth in the past year. Still, for all this progress, I know there's a lot of frustration.
Two of the president's major domestic priorities, his big social spending and climate bill and voting rights legislation, have stalled in the Senate, held up in part by members of his own party.
Looking ahead to next week, Vice President Kamala Harris will be coming back to Wisconsin. The White House says she will visit Milwaukee on Monday, but additional information hasn't been released. Harris visited Milwaukee in May of last year when she toured UW-Milwaukee and held a roundtable with Senator Tammy Baldwin.
Well, here in Madison, the Badger statue at the state capitol will stay. The U.S. Naval Academy Museum lent the statue to the state more than 30 years ago. Back in 2020, they asked for the statue back so they could move it to a museum in Virginia. After agreeing to 2 more years of having the statue in Madison, the Navy just informed the governor's office this week that it will stay for 50 more years. It sits right outside the governor's office where tourists visit to rub its nose for luck.
As it should.
It's just fitting, right?
Can't move it to Virginia. Who would be rubbing its nose?
It's not right.
6:08. Coming up, a new anthem to lead the Packers to victory. The fan who came up with it.
And we'll show you how you can vote a Mazoman Packers Fan Hall of Fame in the 6:08.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. Huge store-wide savings at Slumberland Furniture.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-512-1753 or go to sonobello.com now.
Deep in credit card debt? Did you know Credit Associates can help you reduce that debt? It's not nearly as complicated as you think. Let me show you what I mean. First, there's the total amount of credit card debt you owe. Whoa! We can reduce that by almost half. Second, how about those decades you'll be in debt? We reduce that down to as little as 24 to 36 months, giving you up to 20 debt-free years back. Lastly, how about the endless hours of stress and anxiety from being in debt? We can help reduce that too. It's easy to get started. Call now to see how Credit Associates can reduce your debt and save you thousands. The information is free and there's no risk to call. 1-800-949-3849. Call Credit Associates now to start living better, debt-free. 1-800-949-3849.
The Princeton Club is excited to bring words of inspiration. So I invite you to come join us and live inspired, building back the health that you want.
I choose to succeed, rebuild,
overcome, perseverancia,
conquer.
I can. I chose the word believe. We bring members together from all over the community, and the one thing they all have in common is that they believe that what they're doing today will make tomorrow better.
Get year-end savings on everything in stock, including mattresses at the big in-stock winter blowout at Slumberland. Everything is on sale, including mattresses, and shipping is free. The big in-stock winter blowout at Slumberland Furniture. On sale and ready to go.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
And welcome back and good morning. 1 degree below zero outside right now, but with the wind speed between around 5 and 10 miles per hour, well, it's alert day worthy this morning. Our wind chills across our area between around 10 and 20 degrees below zero. Current temperatures right now right around zero or below for most of us. Janesville currently one of the only spots that's hanging on to it at above zero temperature right now. And these are just the temperatures. Then you factor in that lighter breeze. Only a few of us are actually omitted from this. Mineral Point and Boscobel not quite seeing a strong enough breeze to bring down the wind chills, but that's likely going to end up changing. The surrounding communities still seeing 5 to 10 mile per hour breezes, and that's going to pick right back up in those areas too. But for the areas that are seeing those light breezes, this is what it feels like outside. 14 below in Madison, 19 below in Wisconsin Dells, even 21 below for some of our northernmost communities, including Camp Douglas. Viroqua right now, 22 below zero. So this is what we have in store as we head out the door, unfortunately. Even in the afternoon, the warmest part of the day, only reaching about 9. We're still going to see a lot of sunshine, but it's not going to warm us up too much. And even at the warmest part of today, those wind chills are going to stay around zero or even below. Now, the wind chill advisories will expire at noon, even with the wind chills staying below zero, just not quite at that wind chill advisory threshold. But we are at that advisory threshold early this morning. Again, between 10 and 20 degrees below zero right now. So that is more than enough to cause an alert day. High temperature of only 9 degrees here by the time we do reach this afternoon. It is going to stay quite cold, and you can see these temperatures over the next 12 hours. Well, they barely budge here and there. It's going to be a cold day today. We've got to keep that in mind.
All right, Austin, thank you very much. 6:13 now. We're in the 608 this morning with the story behind a local man up for Packer Fan Hall of Fame this morning.
What an honor. Could you imagine
being
in the Packers Fan Hall of Fame? There's a lot on the line, too. This guy could win a whole lot. Josh Breiter, live at home this morning with the story. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, a lot on the line, and he is super excited. So a little bit of back history here. Green Bay was the first professional football team to start this Fan Hall of Fame. Basically, it's to honor a super fan every year. And for one Mazo man, this would be a dream come true.
I get lots of turnovers when I cheer really loud.
Jeff Yasik is one of the finalists for the Packers Fan Hall of Fame. That program started back in 1998. And in meeting the Mazomania man, it's no surprise that he bleeds the green and gold it takes to win. He has got it all. Hats, bobbleheads, curtains, lamps, coins, everything you can imagine, he's probably got it right there in his bedroom. Win or lose, I'm told everyone in Section 129 at Lambeau Field knows Jeff, and one of his cousins actually nominated him to be in the Packers Fan Hall of Fame. So guys, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to hear more from Jeff on why he's such a Packers super fan and also how you at home can make it happen. You have until the end of the month to help vote Jeff there, and I'm going to have all of the details for you ahead in about 30 minutes.
How cool is this? Love the decor in his bedroom.
Yeah.
So there are 10 finalists for the Packers Fan Hall of Fame, and he is the only one from our viewing area. So we are rooting for him.
Southern Wisconsin is there for Jeff, and you know, like his parents say, go Jeff, go. We're going to make it happen, and I think we've got the Packers fans around here to help get him there. So again, we've got a couple of weeks left to do this, so more details coming up here just ahead.
You better believe it. Hey, looking forward to the rest of this story, Josh. Thank you very much. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured. Staying with the green and gold now, a little rhythm, a little blues, and a lot of positivity leading up to Saturday's playoff game at Lambeau. Now a longtime Packers fan hopes he's written the anthem to serenade the team to victory. Michelle McCormick has more.
Green Bay, party. Our Green Bay cosmos has no limit.
Longtime Packers fans probably recognize that voice. The man who brought us the legendary I Love My Green Bay Packers polka is out with a new song. It's called The World of Green and Gold and takes metaphysical inspiration from quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Green Bay, party.
I think Aaron Rodgers is surfing the collective mind really, masterfully this year. And I think it could take us right to winning the Super Bowl again.
We live this world of green and gold. We're gifted bold.
The song traces the team's history and mentions all the legends of the game. One thing you won't hear is violent lyrics or references to crushing the opponents.
This world of Lambeau, Lombardi.
Lemberger says the song is about positivity.
Green Bay Cosmos has no limit.
An affirmative thing, trying to help galvanize the mental aspect of the game so that we can win this Super Bowl again this year.
We live this world of green and gold.
That's catchy, huh? I think that's gonna catch on. That's pretty impressive. Lemberger says he doesn't write the music for the money, although that would be nice too. He just likes to see people coming together and singing along.
The interesting lyrics.
All positivity, right?
Our Green Bay cosmos has no limit.
No violence in any of that. Nothing about beating the other team.
Yeah, it's, for better or worse, it's going to be stuck in my head today.
Ditto. You and me both, buddy.
All right, how about this? Coke cans getting a makeover. The company's unveiling a brand new look this month for its flavored Coke products. Coca-Cola has revamped the appearance of both its cherry Coke and vanilla Coke flavors. Take a look. As well as its zero caffeine options. That's going to be a part of this too. And there's the baloney mask that we're going to talk about next.
Good segue, Chris.
So
yeah.
keep an eye out for those new Coke cans. And Leah, why don't you tell us about what Oscar Mayer's up to?
Chris, why don't you grab a Coke can with some coffee flavor and grab yourself a face mask too. Oscar Mayer launching a baloney-inspired beauty mask that says it hydrates the skin. The pink facial mask went on sale on Amazon yesterday for $5. It's already sold out. Oscar Mayer promises there will be more in stock soon.
Great.
Keeping Chris happy, that's for sure. He was sad to miss out.
I don't understand it. Not that I'm up on the latest, facial regimens or anything like that, but I love this picture. She's like, bologna on my face.
We looked this up, Chris. This has to be a reference to, what's the movie again?
The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, we should have brought that picture up. That's hilarious.
Yes, that scene where they're at medieval times, and he's sitting next to Matthew Broderick, and he does a bit from Silence of the Lambs, and he puts the meat on his face, and he's like, "Hello, Clarice." The silence of the lambs.
Okay. Yeah, stay tuned for when Chris recreates this entire...
Some of you know what I'm talking about.
Entire scene will be recreated by Chris. Just stay tuned.
If you've never seen that movie, I just wasted 20 seconds of your time, and I totally apologize.
That's true. Let's segue.
All right. So here's something else that's going to be costing you a little more. The maker of Tide and Gain, Procter & Gamble, they've announced a price hike. The company says it'll be raising prices for retail customers by about 8% next month. Procter & Gamble says the move is intended to offset some cost pressures. U.S. consumers also feeling the pressure. Prices rose 7% annually in December. That's the steepest climb in prices in nearly 40 years.
Happening today, TSA is holding a series of hiring events across the state, including right here in Madison. From noon until 6 p.m., TSA officials will be at their administrative offices on Pancrat Street, that's near the airport. Attendees will receive information about full and part-time positions. They'll also be able to complete multiple steps of the hiring process.
Well, it's the end of an era. A long-running kids cartoon is wrapping up in a big way.
And coming up in our next half hour, the National Guard getting some extra training in Madison to help with a nursing shortage.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Test rest a Beauty Rest Black or Black Hybrid at Steinhafels, and you could win a 2-year lease to a 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. Beauty Rest Black is the ultimate in luxury and comfort. Queen mattresses start at just $23.99. Plus, get a free weighted blanket and $200 in Steinhafels cash. And with Steinhafels special financing and free delivery, buying a Beauty Rest Black has never been easier. Relax, it's Steinhafels and Steinhafels.com.
Gonna fly at the Alliant Energy Center. The Monsters of Destruction, February 4th and 5th at 7:30 and the 6th at 2 p.m. Top monster trucks including Laminator, War Wizard, and Crazy Train, along with the insane action of freestyle motocross. Every ticket includes a pit pass for the pit party with drivers and riders, plus go for a ride in a monster truck. Get tickets and details at monstersofdestruction.com. Get ripped up. The Monsters of Destruction, February 4th, 5th, and 6th.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Don't miss the new Lake Homing Cabin Show, January 28th through 30 at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. New products and fresh ideas. Everything for your getaway lifestyle is here.
The Community Forum for in-depth discussions on the matters that matter to you. For the Record, Sunday morning at 10:30 on News 3 Now, sponsored by MG&E. Follow us on all your favorite social media sites and never miss a thing. Share your photos and comments with us and stay connected.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. We have this stunner from Jerry out of Castle Rock Lake, where captured a little fox.
It's a great picture, isn't it? We love wildlife in our photos. We do.
I do.
The orange is just so nice. We talked earlier about how silky this guy looks. A little different from the foxes I've seen in my day.
Right. And they're small animals, too. I mean, you don't really realize it until you actually see one up close. And then they're not the biggest animals, but you also don't want to go up and pet them. As much as they look like you definitely want to pet them, stay away from foxes.
Stay away from the nature, folks.
Yeah.
Nature is for viewing, not touching. All right. Jerry, thanks for sharing this picture. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning on social media so we can find and share our favorites. 6:24, the beloved long-running PBS animated kids show Arthur is going out with a bang.
After 25 years, can you believe it? 25 years. The show's final 4 episodes will air next month as part of a special quarter-century celebration marathon. It will also include upwards of 250 episodes and movie specials back-to-back, airing on multiple PBS platforms. The marathon starts on February 16th and runs until February 21st. And the last 4 episodes will air on the last day of the marathon. The Arthur series finale is going to include a look at the show's characters as adults. PBS says the Emmy Award-winning show is the longest-running kids animated series on television.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I watched Arthur. Chris did not. Austin, you didn't either.
That's right. Yeah. And I'm going to have to start getting into probably Coco Melon next because my niece is starting to grow up a little bit. So
I've heard of this.
Is that still the biggest thing right now?
Yeah.
Chris would know. Chris, what do you kids watch?
Coco Melon's been in heavy rotation at our household for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next 25-year run right there.
I don't know. It's like a drug. My kids are just hooked on it.
I'll have to check this out.
Interesting. I might like it.
All right, 6:25. Austin, give us the details on that alert day.
Oh, I don't like the forecast for today, unfortunately. It's very, very cold outside. Our Doppler track is not going to show anything for today because we're going to see mostly sunny skies, but a high temperature this afternoon of only 9 degrees. Wind chills are going to stay below 0 all day long. And here's a quick peek at our current wind chills. Very cold.
All right. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Gobin Cars is having a huge winter sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right, don't miss out on our winter sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, or vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Gobin. Go to Gobin Cars, east or west.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm David Cohen, the COO of Love Your Teeth. When we did the clinical study and saw that it whitened people's smile 7 shades in 7 days with only 10-minute applications, we knew we had to share it with the world. Love Your Teeth whitens natural teeth, as well as stains on caps and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. And for those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, with Love Your Teeth, you can target that area using swab precision.
I love red wine, tea, coffee, and I typically get stains at like the bottom part of my teeth, and it's very obvious. This was my smile before I started using Love Your Teeth, and then here's my smile now.
I would describe Love Your Teeth as easy to use. I'm so happy with the results. Before I started Love Your Teeth, I took a selfie. So white, so different.
If you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And with each 10-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth.
I'm Dr. Gold. I've been a dentist for 25 years. When I looked at the clinical study for Love Your Teeth, I was blown away by the results. Love Your Teeth really works. Finally, an at-home teeth whitening product that I can recommend with confidence.
With Love Your Teeth, my teeth were looking great. Like, I would just wake up every day like, oh my God, my teeth are getting whiter. It was just amazing for me. I saw a difference every single day. I'm just so confident in the way that my smile looks.
In the past, while I was using other teeth whitening products, my teeth became sensitive.
and that's just uncomfortable. With Love Your Teeth, something that I really loved about it is there was zero sensitivity the entire process.
Order Love Your Teeth this new year and get 50% off, plus get free shipping. And as an added bonus, get a free Love Your Teeth Go Pen with your order. Visit loveyourteeth.com or call the number on your screen.
Keep your vehicle running smoothly with automotive products at Menards. AC Delco batteries set the standard for performance, reliability, and offer an industry-leading warranty. Don't be left stranded this winter and grab an AC Delco Advantage automotive battery starting at $94.99 on sale with exchange. Quaker State Ultimate Durability Motor Oil helps improve fuel economy while protecting against engine wear. Grab a quart for only $3.49 after sale price and $2 rebate right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now, it's a cold start to the morning. An alert day is in the forecast for today. So what are our temperatures going to look like later on? I'll have an update coming up.
The prosecution not quite finished in its case against Chandler Halderson. A look at another day of testimony out of the courtroom.
Plus, how the National Guard is preparing to fill necessary staffing shortages in hospitals and long-term facilities.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on your Thursday. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. We're in the negatives now, aren't we? Are we below zero now?
Yes, we are.
Oh, those wind chills making it oh so cold. This is what the First Warn Weather Team's been warning you about all week. It's an alert day. Austin Kopnitsky in this morning in your most certified accurate forecast. Hey, Austin.
And it is bitter cold outside this morning, and it's only really gotten a little bit worse over the last few hours. But thankfully, we've only lost a few additional degrees. But we're going to stay cold all day long, all night long as well, into early Friday morning. And then it's going to be not as cold for Friday afternoon. We're going to stay dry there, but we're also looking at only some middle teens. So we're going to see a recovery tomorrow, but it's really not going to be too much of one. Now, snow showers possible on Saturday morning, maybe a few flurries on Sunday morning as well. Monday, I think, is going to be our best chance to actually see some accumulating snowfall. But if we do, it would be on the lighter side of things. Now, the Doppler track really not showing any activity. Pretty much the whole upper Midwest right now is looking dry, but the whole upper Midwest is looking cold right now. So we need to keep that in mind as you head out the door. Temperatures right now 1 below here in Madison. It's even worse up to our north and northwest. 6 below in Camp Douglas, 7 below in Viroqua right now. So it's quite a cold start to our morning. Thankfully, our wind speeds aren't as bad as they could be, but it's still more than enough to bring down our wind chills, making it feel like it's between around 10 and 20 below zero for most of us. Some areas now between 20 and 25 below, especially in some of those colder areas here just up to our northwest. And it's going to stay cold all day. Wind chills likely going to stay below zero all day long. The future track will show a little bit of a bump in temperatures, only to those upper single digits and possibly some lower teens. But whenever you look at the wind chill map, it's going to stay below zero all day. Now, tomorrow morning, we're going to be a little bit colder with the air temperatures, but with a lack of wind speeds, the actual wind chills should not be as bad as what we're looking at this morning. So this is about what we have outside this morning. Oh, so cold. And then by the afternoon, still seeing the wind chills below zero. And it's just because of that northerly breeze, unfortunately. But thankfully, tomorrow morning, our air temperatures are likely going to be a lot closer to the actual wind chills thanks to a lack of wind. But it is still going to be a cold start to tomorrow morning. Here's another look at our extended forecast. It's cold throughout, but we're also tracking a few of those lighter snow chances. Some AM snow showers possible on Saturday, a flurry or so on Sunday morning. But then on Monday, our best chance to see some lighter accumulating snowfall. No major systems in the forecast as of right now, however.
All right, Austin, thanks for the update. Stay on top of the weather by downloading the Channel 3000 weather app. You can search for it wherever you get yours. Just type in Channel 3000 weather.
To our other top story this morning, the prosecution will continue its case against Chandler Halderson today with the expectation they'll be wrapping up this week.
That means the defense could take over as early as this morning. We'll see. Yesterday, though, it was a big day in court. They spent the morning trying to establish motive for why Chandler would kill his parents. Testimony revealing fake emails created in the Halderson house pretending to be associated with Madison College and American Family Insurance. Later in the day, DOJ analysts testified that cell tower records placed the phone belonging to Chandler near where both of his parents' remains were found, possibly linking him to both crime scenes. U.S. Cellular using data that says that the phone that Halderson used visited both the town of Roxbury location near the Wisconsin River on July 3rd, where Krista Halderson's remains were later found, and the Cottage Grove Farm on July 5th, where Bart Halderson's remains were found. The defense stressing that investigators can't prove who was using Chandler's phone at those times.
Finally, cell tower data shows Krista's phone was turned off sometime before midnight on July 2nd. It wasn't turned back on until July 4th, when it was on for just 7 minutes. In those 7 minutes, her phone received a text from Chandler, and then a text was sent from her phone saying she was at the cabin. But the cell tower shows the phone was near the Halderson home in Windsor at that time.
This is also where there was an outgoing message to Chandler's device at 11:04:23.
And was that the message listed there? Made it safely, can't get anything through though, and yes, it's packed. Going to White Lake today for the parade and be home Monday night, Tuesday early. Love you lots.
That is correct.
Okay. That message was sent from Windsor, Wisconsin.
It was.
Not White Lake, Wisconsin.
That is correct.
For a more in-depth analysis of testimony, you can head to channel3000.com/Halderson. That's also where we will be live streaming once again today on this 9th day of the trial.
A skilled nursing facility in Iowa County is closing. It's because of financial losses related to staffing shortages. This week, the county voted to close Bloomfield Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center, saying the cost to keep it open greatly exceeds revenues. It spent more than $800,000 hiring contracted staff in 2021 because they couldn't find enough people to fill the openings. The county says current residents will be moved to nearby facilities and they'll remain open until all residents have new facilities. The National Guard, meantime, trying to make sure that more facilities don't close because of shortages. Troops will begin certified nurse training at Madison College this month. They'll help in hospitals and long-term centers with staffing shortages.
They are very diligent. They are dedicated to the work and the mission that they have in front of them. They're embracing the curriculum with enthusiasm and very highly engaged.
Within 2 months, 160 Guard members will complete 75 hours of CNA training to be deployed in facilities across the state.
Up in northeastern Wisconsin, the U.S. Navy team working at Bellin Memorial Hospital in Green Bay will stay an extra month. The 23-person team there will now leave at the end of February. The team was initially brought in to help with high hospital capacity last month. And back in Madison, the COVID testing clinic at the Alliant Energy Center says it will again be increasing the number of people it can test, and it'll open 7 days a week. The new schedule and capacity both start on Monday. Public Health says in addition to adding more appointments, in many cases, same-day appointments are also available. You do need to register online ahead of time to get tested there.
New this morning, 2 people are dead after a car crash on State Highway 33 just west of Portage. State Patrol says the crash happened at just after noon yesterday. A Nissan sedan crossed the center lane while headed east and then crashed into 2 semis, then caught fire. Both people in the Nissan were killed. The semi driver is okay. The crash is under investigation. A 70-year-old Platteville man in the hospital this morning after a crash in Keeler Tuesday. Grant County Sheriff's officials say that it happened at the intersection of County Highways H and Triple H just after 10:15 in the morning. Officials say a 28-year-old woman entered the intersection and struck the man's truck. The woman not hurt. The crash under investigation.
100,000 high-quality masks are now in Dane County and ready to be handed out. County leaders had ordered the KN95 masks last week. They're separate from the White House plan, by the way, to hand out millions of N95 masks. Public Health and the Department of Emergency Management will now work on plans to get them out to folks.
A new report from the CDC shows the best protection against COVID is vaccination, not natural immunity. Researchers base their findings on just over 1 million vaccinated and unvaccinated people. The study also found that previous infection did provide stronger protection against the Delta variant, but overall, in the long run, vaccination still provided the best protection. CDC officials found both prior infection and vaccination help prevent severe cases, but other factors like the variant and waning vaccine immunity played a role in infection rates. Time right now is 6:38 as we take a look outside this morning. Traffic coming along nicely. No major interruptions that we know of. The big story, though, of the day is that cold below 0 this morning for a lot of you. We're going to see when we're going to warm things back up here in your forecast.
Plus, what the Packers are focusing on this morning to be ready to take down the 49ers on Saturday.
And you can help make a local man Packers fan Hall of Fame, and you can do it right from the comfort of your living room. Grab the coffee, start the fire. I'll see you in the 608 when we come back.
Crazy Lenny's winter event continues. It's not over till 1/3 of our e-bikes are sold at cost. Restrictions. All bikes come with round tires, burger buns not included. International banking laws, Pyre squares applicable. Okay, just get here before 1/3 of our bikes are sold at cost.
1/3 of all Lenny's e-bikes sold at cost.
If you're hungry and you want a great deal, the Super Slam is your perfect meal. It's pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon, and hash browns. It's enough breakfast for dinner, and it's as good as it sounds. See you at Denny's.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox today.
Running a race is a lot like investing. It takes discipline, patience, and time. But most importantly, it takes endurance. Because in order to go the distance, you need to be prepared to get there. At the Burrish Group at UBS, we have a trusted advisor that's ready to go the extra mile with you every step of the way. Call the Burrish Group today.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the Herb Chicken Mediterranean Pizza right now at papamurphys.com.
Crazy Lenny's winter event continues. It's not over till 1/3 of our e-bikes are sold at cost. Restrictions. All bikes come with round tires, burger buns not included. International banking laws, Pyre squares applicable. Okay, just get here before 1/3 of our bikes are sold at cost.
1/3 of all Lenny's e-bikes sold at cost.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
Welcome back. 10% of families in Dane County are food insecure, meaning they're unsure where they'll get their next meal. Local homeless shelters, food pantries, and nonprofits continue to serve a record number of people. But a new mural outside the Overture Center is meant to bring awareness to a new project to address food insecurity. It's part of a $6 million capital campaign for a pay-what-you-can restaurant called Little John's. The initiative will be able to provide 40,000 meals a week for local families.
So a lot of people, when they think of food insecurity, they might picture someone who's experiencing homelessness. And the reality is that's not what food insecurity is. It's your kid's best friend at school. It's your next door neighbor.
So far, the mural has raised $75,000, pushing Little John's to just over half of its $6 million goal. They're expecting to break ground for the restaurant this summer.
The storied history between the Packers and the 49ers about to have a new chapter written, with the 9th postseason meeting taking place Saturday. As it stands, the all-time postseason series is split, 4 wins apiece between the two teams. But over the last 10 years, it has not been going Green Bay's way. They had 3 straight playoff losses to the Niners, the most recent in the 2019 NFC Championship game. That one still brings back painful memories. While the 49ers do hold the recent postseason advantage, the Packers are controlling this narrative, saying that they know what they have to do Saturday.
Make each possession count, and don't come out flat like what we have in some playoff games against them in the past. You gotta come out firing. You gotta kind of throw everything you got at them, not hold anything back. And we know what type of team they are, but we've won the last two, and we kind of have a pretty good rhythm with that. So as long as we come, they ain't gonna just lay down and let us win the third in a row.
On the injury front, Randall Cobb is expected to play Saturday night. Matt LaFleur saying that he's looking good at practice and anticipates him being out there. Cobb's an added bonus for the team since anytime the Packers and the Niners meet, it is fast, physical, and close.
All right, we're keeping with the green and gold this morning in the 608 with the story behind a local man up for Packers Fan Hall of Fame.
What an honor to be in the Packers Hall of Fame. Are you kidding me? Josh Sprider's here with the story and what's on the line. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, he's already made the top 10. So Green Bay was the first professional football team to start a fan hall of fame. Basically, they did it to be able to honor a super fan every year. And for one Mazo man, this would be everything for him. And you at home can help make it happen.
If you don't recognize his face, you may recognize his cheering.
I get lots of turnovers when I cheer really loud.
Jeff Yasik truly bleeds green and gold. And a Lambeau leap. From all the way at Lambeau Field to his Mazomanie home, Jeff is all Packers all the time. Jeff has cerebral palsy, but that's never stopped him from living his life to the fullest.
I've been a Packer fan since in the 90s.
He's been a super fan since this moment back in 1994 when Reggie White stopped to take a picture with him at training camp.
I got an autograph, so I was happy.
Now, almost 3 decades later, Jeff is a finalist for the Packers Fan Hall of Fame.
I'm really excited to be nominated to be a Hall of Famer because I cheer really loud on defense.
While Jeff hopes he comes out on top next month, if he doesn't,
then that'll be okay.
Knowing he still has so many other Packers fans behind him.
They will still love me. It's really exciting. It's a dream come true.
What a guy. Go, Jeff, go. How about that? So if Jeff wins, guys, he gets a lot of bargains here, a lot of perks. He'll receive 4 club seats to a Packers home game, a $500 Packers Pro Shop gift certificate, a road trip for 2 to a Packers away game, including game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, and a 1-year subscription to Packers Plus. All of that if he wins. I mentioned earlier that you can help make it happen just from the comfort of your living room this morning up on channel3000.com. I link you right there. I mentioned earlier he's in the top 10. You have until the end of this month to vote him there. You can vote once per day at that link, and the Packers will make that official announcement later on in February. So still plenty of time to make it happen for Jeff, guys.
I'm lucky enough to know Jeff. He really tore up the dance floor at our wedding. But boy, with a room like that, with a voice like that, could you think of anybody who's more deserving?
Oh my gosh, he was just such a wonderful person to meet too. He just radiates that positivity. It was funny when we walked into the home, his mom Kathy was like, "You're gonna be able to tell which room is Jeff's right away." And sure enough, you see, the green and gold walking up the stairs. And I mean, it's just fantastic, guys. We love to see that. And again, let's help make it happen. He's the only one from right here in the 608 nominated for this. The last couple of years, the folks weren't even from Wisconsin.
What?
So we need to make this happen.
Yeah, I think this year there are,
not even from the state.
Yeah, this year like 4 or 5 of the candidates are from Minnesota, West Virginia, other parts of the country.
Come on, people.
How are you going to nominate somebody from Minnesota as Packers Fan Hall of Fame? Are you kidding me?
Well, that's on us to start voting Jeff in. Let's go.
There you go.
I need to also mention earlier, our producer Shelby is like, "Is that a Vikings tumbler you've got going on?" This is not a Vikings tumbler, even though it is purple. I am voting for Jeff for this, guys.
Good
go,
boy.
Jeff, go. This is
Jeff,
not
go.
Vikings. It's just a little media tumbler.
Ryder, thanks for sharing that story with us this morning. Josh would love to hear what inspires you. Find him on social media. He's at Josh Ryder TV, or email him at inthe608@WISC-TV. WISC-TV.com.
He is a Minnesota boy. You always got to double check those tumblers.
Yeah.
Don't bring that stuff into the newsroom, Josh.
We don't hold it against him too much.
Yeah. We'll talk about that during the break. Austin, here with our first warn weather, certified most accurate. Hey, Austin.
Whew. Well, here, it's cold outside, and we are all definitely going to feel that as you step outside. We do have a very nice sunrise behind us, or the makings of one at least, and we're going to see a lot of sunshine today, but it's not going to warm up temperatures too much. There's not going to be anything happening on our Doppler track. Again, mostly sunny skies expected today. Main concern, it's the temperatures and how low they really are this morning. 1 below right now in Madison. Viroqua 7 degrees below zero. Some of these communities here out west are extremely low, especially compared to where we should be here this time of the year. And then you factor in some wind speeds between around 5 and 10 miles per hour. Not the strongest winds, but it is really bringing down the wind chills. For most of us, it feels like it's between around 10 and 20 degrees below zero. For some, it feels like it's between 20 and 25 below zero. So with wind chills this low, that could cause frostbite to exposed skin in just as little as 30 minutes. So we do need to exercise caution, bring out the gloves, the hats for today. You will need them. And even by the afternoon, we only have a high of about 8 or 9 degrees. And with that, we're going to still see wind chills below zero for pretty much the entirety of this afternoon. So it's going to remain cold all day long. The wind chill advisories will expire at noon, but afterwards, that doesn't mean it's going to warm up. We're still in for a cold rest of today.
Okay, good warning. Austin, thank you very much. 6:49 now, coming up in the morning sprint, an inside look at SSM Health's newest building opening up next month.
First, if you've got a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to half off appliance clearance items while they last. Plus, no interest financing for 12 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
From open borders, increasing crime, and rising inflation, Democrat policies are weakening America. When I ran in 2016, I intended to serve a second term and go home. But today, our nation is on a very dangerous path. If you could help make America safer and stronger, would you walk away? I've decided I can't. I'll stand and fight for freedom. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I love America and Wisconsin, just like you.
Supply chain backlogs, inflation, agitation.
Here's an idea. If we make things here in America, supply chain issues won't be a thing anymore. That's exactly how we built the Bucks Arena, by having 80% of the materials come from Wisconsin. We did the same by paying higher wages. That's how you know, as your senator, I'll get things done. Raising people's wages, make things in America, finally stand up to China. I'm Alex Lazary, and I approve this message because it's time to put more money in the pockets of working people.
My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and lately, I've seen this change in her.
Once-weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C. It lowers blood sugar from the first dose, and you could lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
If you're hungry and you want a great deal, the Super Slam is your perfect meal. It's pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon, and hash browns. It's enough breakfast for dinner, and it's as good as it sounds. See you at Denny's.
It's here, Wisconsin. Ashley Home Store's mega clearance event is on now. Millions of dollars worth of in-stock clearance, floor sample, and special purchase furniture and mattresses must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% off while it lasts. Plus, no interest financing for 3 years store-wide. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Here for you in a heartbeat. SSM Health, Heart and Vascular Care.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The prosecution will continue its case against Chandler Halderson today with the expectation they'll wrap up this week. Testimony yesterday placed Halderson's phone near where both of his parents' remains were later found, linking him to both crime scenes. Analysts also proved multiple fake email addresses were created with the Halderson's IP address, pretending to be Madison College and American Family Insurance. Coverage of the trial will begin again this morning, right around 8:30.
Police are investigating an armed carjacking that happened near Easttown Mall. Late yesterday morning, police say that a woman was getting into her car at a sandwich shop near Thera Road and Easttown Boulevard. The carjacker reportedly demanding the woman's keys and showing a gun. The woman was unharmed.
Police believe a body found inside a car in Cambridge is connected to a deadly Milwaukee shooting. Milwaukee police say the victim, a 34-year-old man from Kaukauna, was shot on January 17th. Dane County deputies found his body inside of a vehicle Monday night in Cambridge. The driver, a Heartland woman, was arrested after police say she pulled a gun on them. The body was found during a search of her car.
The state Supreme Court will use testimony from yesterday to help decide which version of political maps the district will use for the next decade, the state rather. The day-long hearing showcased arguments from attorneys representing the governor, the Republican-controlled legislature, Democratic lawmakers, and other interest groups. The court is expected to issue a final decision within weeks to set the maps for this fall.
New photos in this morning of a plane crashing into a fuel truck before takeoff in Racine County. It happened at the Sylvania Airport on Tuesday. The pilot was a 79-year-old man from Waterford. He had to be airlifted to the hospital. Deputies said prior to liftoff, the plane's wing struck the fuel tanker truck, which spun the plane around and caused it to crash head-on.
SSM Health says their brand new state-of-the-art clinic is on track to be completed in about a month. Located along South Fish Hatchery Road, it's a 5-story, $75 million project first announced in 2017. They broke ground in 2020. It will include primary care services like pediatrics and family medicine, as well as physical therapy, pharmacy, lab services, and specialty health services.
Children under 5 could be eligible for a coronavirus vaccine as soon as next month. During an interview with the nonprofit group Blue Star Families, Dr. Anthony Fauci said he can't guarantee anything, but hopes to see FDA approval soon. Pfizer is expected to submit data for a 3-dose regimen in the first half of this year. The total amount of vaccine that young kids would get is just a fraction of what adults receive.
An update now on the disaster in Tonga. The threat from the underwater volcano may not be over. Newly released photos here showing the destruction in the capital city. Entire Tongan communities buried under ash from what scientists are calling the world's biggest volcanic eruption in more than 3 decades. Geologists say further eruptions are likely in the coming days and weeks, posing an ongoing tsunami risk.
And our main threat outside this morning, it is the brittle cold temperatures outside, 2 below here in Madison. We're looking at 3 degrees in Janesville. That's our warmest spot currently. And then you throw in the wind speeds of only 5 to 10 miles per hour, but really drops our wind chills. For most of us, it feels like it's between around 10 and 20 degrees below zero. And down even in Janesville with our warmest community, 9 degrees below zero is what it feels like. You will need all of the layers this morning. Today is an alert day as well, and even by this afternoon, temperatures rising to those upper single digits and low teens. But with the wind chills, it's still going to feel like it's right around zero or even below.
Stay with News 3 Now and Channel 3000 for the latest on that alert day and the Chandler Halderson trial set to start right at 8:30.